Hey guys, we're Nicole and Edden, and this is Zion Dreams, our latest van build.
This is a 2022 Sprinter 3500 XD. It is the 170 extended version. Starting in the entrance of the van, we have our pull-out coffee table, which we love to sit at every morning, and it really just extends the living room out of the van. We have our little seats here that we can sit, have a nice coffee in the morning, eat lunch, maybe a cocktail in the evening or a beer, but we really love sitting on this, and it's also a huge storage container. And this also stores away, just like that, and disappears. This is also on 500-pound drawer slides, so you can easily sit on it, put whatever you want. Moving into the main living space of this van. First of all, we put all our light switches here right in the entrance so you can easily access them. And we have a big open L-shaped configuration here. We love doing this kind of, I guess, reverse layout where the living space and the bed is up in front of the van. For us, we just really love having the view out the side, both from the living area and from the bed. We have a lagoon table as well that pretty much services any configuration of seating you would do here, including our favorite, which is sitting like this and working with the view at the back. We also went for a partition wall here. It has a cool little button that opens the door. Same on the other side. And there's also a lockout button on the top so that you can press and it disengages the button from the driving side, so you can lock yourself in. And that also leads us kind of to the other main feature you see in this van and all our vans, which is the micro cement finish that we use. This material gives the look and feel of cement, but it's actually not. It's actually a very thin layer that goes over any substrate like plywood. And it's flexible and it's really thin and lightweight. Another very cool feature that we put into this van is something called Smart Tint. It's a film that goes over the windows. So with the click of a button, you go from clear to opaque. Yeah, it's really, really comfortable just at the click of a button to just have full privacy and not need to put up all the window covers and all that. But from the outside, no one could actually see anything inside, even if you put your hands up to it.
So this van has not one, but actually two ways to make beds. Up here is our Happy Jack elevator bed lift, and with the click of a button, our queen size bed lowers. We'll show you that in a second. And then this bench actually slides out, these two cushions drop, and you get a second bed here to sleep an additional guest. You can lower this bed halfway, have that bed out, and do bunk bed style. We'll show you the big bed now. So this is the height that the bed drops down to. With just dropping two of the cushions, you can actually get it to be a bit lower than this, but for us, this is a perfect height. Super easy to just climb right on. And you have an amazing queen size bed, plenty of headroom, and you get to look at these beautiful full-length skylights as well. So first, starting with the max air fan right above your head, just to increase airflow. The window on the sliding door opens, but these don't, so having that fan for some extra air is perfect. At night, these are actually also lights, so light shines out through the bottom and through here. But the feature that really stands out when the bed is down is these full-length skylights. We actually made them look, or tried to mimic the look of inside a slot canyon looking up, so they have a lot of natural curves to them. And of course, you have the beautiful view out the side door. And it's also really nice that because of that slide out table storage, you can actually step down from the bed when the bed's down to the outside.
I'm Nate Murphy, and I have literally just bought this van to show you how to build a van. We have made a really detailed course which will help you go from this to this. You will learn everything you need. We help you specify your electrical system, and you'll be able to access the community all building their own vans at the same time.
And moving on to the centerpiece of this van, pretty much the main thing you see when you walk in and kind of leaves people like, it is our canyon ceiling. A lot of the inspiration of this van was slot canyons and Zion Canyon and kind of those natural rock formations. And we wanted to be able to give that kind of same feeling when you walk into this van, that awe of like being inside of these rocks. So we created this It was digitally rendered first, and then we CNC'd it into a high density foam, which we then hand sanded to perfection, micro cemented on top of all of it, embedded the lights, and then mounted it to our aluminum bed frame. So in the end, it came out really, really cool. And being able to just sit under this is super special. And lastly, we put in a TV nook here. So this TV slides out in this configuration or when the bed is down. Inside our benches is our electrical system, some of our other systems that we'll talk about in a little bit, and then the whole front is storage. And we're on to the kitchen, which is kind of what this whole van was built around. We have this huge L-shaped countertop that's made out of solid hickory wood with a beautiful view out the back while you're cooking. This countertop is 8 feet long, so there's a ton of counter space. We have our Dometic CRX 110 fridge here, which is plenty of space for the two of us, as well as an espresso machine. Can't go anywhere without my espresso. We have a full-size sink here. This is the house-size sink, super deep, super wide, and custom-made in Morocco. Hand-hammered. It's just a beautiful-looking sink. We went with gold hardware everywhere, and we also have a filtered water system here. Moving on to one of my favorite features of this van is our herb garden. So this thing is fully removable, so you can do all your planting outside of the van, not make a mess. And it also has its own drainage out of the van. So you can literally just take the sink faucet and water all of your plants, and it'll just drain out the bottom. And moving on to the back here, we have our induction stovetop, which overlooks the view, which is just an amazing place to cook, as well as our spice racks and a max fan that's right above the induction, so it pulls out all the cooking air. We have a ton of upper head storage here on struts with automatic lights inside, so you can store a bunch of things in here. It also has an embedded light underneath to give you plenty of light while you're cooking, and some scattered outlets here. We have some AC and some DC outlets. We also have a huge amount of storage in this whole area. So this whole side is a wardrobe. We have 4 big deep drawers for tons of clothes, as well as a hanging closet and a laundry basket that's in here. And on the kitchen side as well, there's 4 really big deep drawers over here. You may have noticed that these drawers do not have latches on them. So in these, they're completely free flowing, but we installed electromagnetic locks in them. Anytime the engine is off, these open freely. The second you turn the engine on, these lock with magnets in the back, and they're impossible to open. And if you did forget something while the engine's running, you can run here and click an override button in the control panel, and then the drawers will open up freely. And in here is the control panel that controls everything in the van. For our Victron system, we have 800 amp hours of battery power here, as well as 1400 watts of solar, which we'll get to in a little bit. And all that's controlled through here, as well as our water tank that we can also see through here. We also have a cruise and comfort AC system. This thing is insane. It's such an upgrade from the Dometic that we had in the last van. This thing actually cools down the van in scorching hot temperatures. We also have a hydronic heating system here by Timberline. So that gives us on-demand hot water and hot air whenever we want, as well as heated floors.
And lastly, our rear van bathroom. In our first van, we also did a rear bathroom, and we just loved being able to, after surfing or hiking, come in, wash off, and then go into the van clean instead of kind of trekking all that mud through the van. In this bathroom, we went with a lighter micro cement color just to open up the space since it is a little bit smaller. We went with a second vanity so you can store all of your toiletries here. I think that's such a game changer because we have the second sink here so you can brush your teeth, kind of get ready in this space in the morning. And of course, we have this big full-size mirror. This was custom made. This is our handmade sink from Morocco. It's just such a cute little feature in this van, and all of the gold hardware really brings this space, gives it, a very luxurious and calm spa feeling. For showering, we have a shower wand here. You can shower inside or you can shower outside. It reaches in both spots. Or you can use it to spray down gear as well back there. And lastly, our toilet. Everyone's always confused where the toilet is in our bathrooms. It is actually sitting in the garage, and this door opens, and then it slides out, and then it just slides out when you need to use it. We went with the dry flush Laveo toilet. We love that one. It's so easy to use. You don't have to deal with composting or black tank. You just, when you're finished with the cartridges, throw them out and put in a new cartridge. Also, if you want to shut this space, if you're showering using the bathroom, we went with the Nautilus door. It's super easy, just closes and opens like that. And if you're not showering with and going to the bathroom with the doors open, you have a max air fan in the bathroom as well. So this is the box that the toilet actually sits in. If you want to maximize the amount of space you have in the garage, you can actually remove this box and just have the toilet exposed in the garage. The garage also has its own designated light and AC and DC outlets. And in the garage, we have a large drawer space, which has the Starlink that we are also currently fixing.
In terms of the exterior of the van, we wrapped the whole outside of the van in a APA wrap, which is super high quality wrap, as well as put these awesome backwoods bumpers, both in the front and the back. And what you see above me, this crazy thing, is called a solar sail. It's 1,400 watts of solar that sits on the roof and is tiltable, so you can tilt it towards the sun, which can double your power. Obviously, this is in the opposite direction of the sun, so I wouldn't be doing it now, but just to show you guys. It is also fully walkable on the solar panels themselves. These things are made by Landship Customs, and they are just absolutely mind-blowing. It's an insane system. We also have here our Fiamma F45S that's motorized and pulls out over the side of the van so you can expand the shade and expand the living room. In the back, we have the Flatline Vanco rear tire carrier, as well as their cargo platform. And on the cargo platform, we put the Sandy Van's Boost Box, which is just an insane storage box, and the Backwoods ladder, which is just the best ladder, I think. Makes it really easy to get up onto the solar sail. All right, guys, that is it. We hope you enjoyed the tour, and want to say a big thank you to Nate for having us on the channel. We really, really appreciate it.
If you loved Zion Dreams, this van is actually for sale, and this is for sure gonna be a one-of-one. We're not building this thing again.
Yeah, no way.
You can just shoot us an email or message us on any of our social media. We are Nicole and Edden on pretty much every social media platform. We love sharing behind the scenes, how we build these things, and it's just really fun to get your guys' input and keep you along for the ride.
So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.